Hi, my group number 4s. So this is going to be your reading for the yes or no Wheel of Fortune Tarot. But before I get started, I'm actually going to roll these dice right here so I can give you a general message that will most likely revolve around whatever topic it is that you've asked your certain question about. And then we will see how that ties into your tarot reading. And so this is group 4. You guys chose the soda light right here, and this is the fairies deck, the magical, I think it's magical or mystical fairies deck, I believe that's what it's called. But like I say, before we start in with the tarot, we're going to get a message right here with our numerology. So I'm just going to roll these dice. So we've got 4. Yes, solid groundwork, manifestation, and planning. Right? That's what 4s are about. I love that. I love it. Solid groundwork, careful manifestations, and planning. So for a lot of you, you've probably maybe, gotten married recently or engaged, and for some of you, you might be looking for a home, or you might be building your own home. So when I think of solid groundwork, it makes me think of, building a home. Like you're starting from the ground and you're working up, you're building those foundations. That would be in the physical sense of the word. You could also look at this metaphorically speaking, and maybe you've had to do a lot of inner work. Maybe you've had to start over, with just inside your heart and in your mind, starting over, as in maybe you've just ended a relationship recently or gotten a divorce, and so you've had to pretty much just kind of start over, right? Start from scratch, start something new somewhere different from inside, and build maybe yourself back up, maybe build your confidence back up, right? Manifesting those things that you want, manifesting the new beginnings that you want, thinking about those types of things, right? Planning your future with someone, planning your future alone, just planning. And yeah, it's been rough these past couple of years, and I'll be the first to admit it. There's a lot going on, and so a lot of people have lost a lot. So if you're one of those people, then I'm guessing this pile is for you. So yeah, and even if you haven't, even if you're just getting started, maybe you're not somebody that has lost anything at all yet. Not yet, I shouldn't say, but lost anything at all is what I meant to say. Not yet, but just starting out anew. Maybe some of you might be fresh out of school, high school or college or whatever. Just starting out on your own, period, as an adult, right? Trying to find your way, trying to plan things out, planning. Some of you might be planning for your future, like as in going to college, like planning, trying to figure out what college or school you might go to. Some of you may have gotten some type of acceptance letters in the mail recently, colleges, universities, maybe, planning and getting all that set up. It's rough, it's scary, right? Thinking about what it's going to be like, thinking about what maybe your roommate's going to look like, maybe those types of things. So the possibilities could be endless here, right? Some of you might actually be asking the question, will you get accepted to a certain school or university, college or university? Some of you might be asking the question, am I going to get the new job that I applied for, this promotion, or just, the new job altogether? Or some of you might be asking, have been working like really hard on, like, say your credit or something, and you've been wanting to get like a house, buy a house of your own, so you've really been working towards that, and you might be, you know, in the middle of trying to, you know, find a new home, things like that, you know. So starting something, starting from the ground up, whatever it is, right? So it could be, possibilities could be endless here. So how this is going to go is, right up here, I'm going to put the Wheel of Fortune, which of course I just went and had to mess all that up because I had the Wheel of Fortune right on top. But after I find the Wheel of Fortune here again, up here is going to be yes. So I'm going to put 7 more cards with it. I'm going to shuffle. If the Wheel of Fortune lands here with this card up here, yes. This is going to be a yes, but this is going to be immediate. This is going to be soon. This is going to be like a maybe down here. It's kind of like a yes, but it'll be really delayed, whatever your question is about. And then over here will be a no. So I am so sorry. Let me find this Wheel of Fortune. I cannot believe I did that actually in the second one, but while I'm looking through here, then I guess I could talk a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm Selena, and I'm a certified tarot reader, and I am new here. I've been doing videos just here and there, trying to get a fan base, and so yeah, I'm also a certified life coach, and I have the gifts of clairvoyancy, clairsentience, and claircognizance, which is clear knowing and, you know, clear senses. So yeah, I've been reading tarot for several years now, and so there she is, the Wheel of Fortune. So I thought that I would start a YouTube channel and just see how it goes, right? So my ultimate goal is to just really help people. That's really all I want to do. And if I make a little money at doing it too, that's great. But, okay, so we'll get started here. So, the Wheel of Fortune. Now I'm going to put 7 cards with this, okay? So I'm going to shuffle these again, so I can concentrate on the question here. So what about our group 4s? Group 4s. What do our group 4s need to know about their question? Group number 4 with the sodalite. Group number 4. Group number 4 with the sodalite. Give me 7 more cards, please. 7 more cards. I need 7 more cards. 7 more. 7 more cards. This Wheel of Fortune card here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here, just curious, out of curiosity. The Queen of Wands. How about that? Right? What is that Queen of Wands? She is fire energy. She's Sagittarius. She's a Leo. She is Aries. She is the creator. She is the creator. Of course, my cat wants to come in here. She is the creator of all things, right? She is the master creator of her element. She is charismatic, she's sparky, she's fiery, she's determined, she is stubborn, she is fierce, she is all of these things. Of course that's going to be at the bottom of the deck, right? Right there she is. That's you guys. You don't have to be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries to be in that Queen of Wands energy, you see. Because the Queen of Wands, she just knows how to get things done, okay? She knows how to get things done quickly, and she knows how to get them done efficiently. And that's perfect for this group. This group that's doing their careful manifestations, right? Their solid groundwork, creating something solid for themselves, creating future for themselves, be it whether you're just starting all together or starting over or just starting something in general. Dreams coming true, right? Your goals, thinking about your goals. Daydreaming, maybe, a lot. Alright, well, let's see what's going on. Okay. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Right now. Okay. Let's see. Alright. First, we'll start up here. So, up here we've got, I'm not reading reversals in this reading, okay? We've got the Four of Swords. The Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. In this deck. Over here in this space, we've got the Three of Swords. The High Priestess. We've got Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Two of Swords. Lots of swords here, you guys. What is up with the swords? Lots of air energy. Lots of air energy. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So the Wheel of Fortune is down here in the no position, okay? But we've got the Seven of Swords. What is going on, Group 4? What's going on, Group 4? Because the Wheel of Fortune is down here in the no position, okay? But I have the feeling, though, that for most of you, if I had to take a guess with this reading right here, that you may have asked the question something like, say that, you know, you're manifesting something and you're trying to create something new for yourself and trying to create this abundance, and you're starting from the ground up and so on and so forth. For me, for this group right here, you may have actually asked yourself something like, are things going to always be this way? Okay? Something like that. Because I'm feeling like that this actually should be a yes up here. This Wheel of Fortune should be up here. And the reason why I feel like that is, I'll get into that in a minute. It's almost like you guys talk yourself out of things. It's almost like instead of asking the question more like, am I going to get X, Y, or Z? Or is X, Y, and Z, you know, coming towards me? Or am I going to get into this school, X, Y, or Z? Or what have you? Or am I going to get admitted to college altogether? Things like that. I have a feeling that you guys were asking the question like in a reverse kind of way, like such as, are things always going to be this way in my life? Why, you know, like, why are things like this right now for me? Because it's almost like you want to believe, and you're trying to believe in yourselves, but at the same time, it's like you kind of talk yourself out of maybe believing in yourselves, if that makes any sense at all. Because I feel like that for this group right now, you're your own worst enemy. You guys are your own worst enemy. And you guys in this group, you with the page or the Queen of Wands being on the bottom of the deck, you guys are so creative, so charismatic, so charming. So I'm trying to understand why, for a lot of you, you may actually talk yourselves out of situations or opportunities that arise for you, and maybe sometimes you may sabotage those just by your own mind, your own mindset, if that makes any sense. Is that almost as if you don't feel like maybe you're good enough for X, Y, or Z, or maybe you feel like you're not good enough to get in, or smart enough to get into this college, or you're not good enough for this person, or you're not good enough to have an abundant life. You're not, you don't have enough money to get the fancy house, or what have you. So, but you guys in this group, I don't think you fully understand just how powerful you really are, and your mind plays a big role in that. Because you got a lot of swords here, a lot of swords, and swords are about communication. They're about our thoughts. They're about our minds are playing tricks on us a lot of times when swords come up in a reading. That's why I say communication. You talk yourselves out of things. Like, you guys don't really even realize just how creative and smart you guys really are in this group, and you have a tendency to let those things hold you back, these thoughts of yourself. And I don't know, this could be from past relationships, toxic relationships. This could be, within like a romantic relationship, could be a family relationship, or what have you. So I'm feeling like that you guys talk yourself out of a lot of things that have been presented to you in your life, and you've lost them or even rejected them because of how you feel about yourselves, and you don't see just how awesome you are, okay? And the potential that you have. So no, things are not always going to be this way. In fact, they're going to be the opposite. Okay? They're going to be the opposite. But you guys are your own worst enemies. Four of Swords. Okay? Four of Swords is about resting. You guys have been in your mind about something lately. Inside your mind about everything. Worry. Lots of worry. What are you worried about? Because you guys are so powerful. Temperance is Sagittarius energy, by the way. And Sagittarius are strong. I'm a Sagittarius. They're about balance. They're about patience. How to balance the scales. Because just as Sagittarians, we are not patient at all, right? We have to learn that sometimes. We have to learn temperance. Two of Swords, there's a choice. You got a choice. A choice needs to be made here. Like I said, for some of you, this might be a choice of what college or university to attend. It might be a choice of what house to buy. It might be a choice of should I stay or should I go? It's a choice of if I do go, then that means I'll have to start all over, right? I'll have to start from the bottom up, right? You'll have to go it alone, maybe. And that's an uncomfortable situation to be in. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, is exactly what this is about. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Seeing your potential. You're not seeing your potential because why? Because you're not stepping out and doing and going after with full force, with full on energy, with this creative spark and all of these things that you have that are inside your soul searching for, because you don't want to get out of your comfort zone, a lot of you. And that's understandable, because change is hard. Change is just that, uncomfortable. Change is not easy sometimes. Sometimes change is very good if you just step outside the box, but you got to step outside the box first, because you worry too much. You worry too much about what other people might think. You worry about being alone. You worry about if you're going to make the grades. You're going to, all of these things. So, that's what you guys have been doing. And then we've got the decisions, the choices down here. Page of Swords. She's trying to master that, isn't she? She's trying to master being more communicative. She's trying to master being more of a logical thinker. She's trying to educate herself. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you, this is about school. It's about school for a lot of you. Colleges, universities, trying to figure out what it is you want to do with your future. I feel like a lot of you, for number 4, is young people. Knaves are children, pages are children. They represent a younger group of people. Learning new things. Learning how to juggle multiple different things at once. Not quite at that Queen of Swords energy, right? Very, very highly intellectual, but they want to learn about everything. But you hold yourselves back. But that's what knaves are doing, right? They're learning how to get that under control. The High Priestess, she's a very, very powerful being. She's very connected to the universe, very connected to the cosmos, very connected to Source. She's very intuitive, highly intuitive. She knows, she's all-knowing. For a lot of you, you need to follow your intuition here. Follow your intuition. What is your intuition saying? You have a choice to make. What is your intuition saying? Not just your intuition, but also your heart and your mind. Because the High Priestess is connected to all. She knows herself like no other. She doesn't doubt anything because she knows the universe has her back, right? 3 of Swords. A lot of you have been in a painful situation recently. Could have, like I said, may have been going through a divorce, maybe breakup, trying to decide whether or not to stay or go. Should I move on? Shouldn't I move on? Should I start over? Should I stay here where it's comfortable? Things of that nature. Again, balance in this wheel out, right? Balance in this wheel out. Because for a lot of you right now, you've been in this funk. Yeah, we've got the 7 of Swords here. 7 of Swords energy is about winning maybe at all costs, or it can sometimes mean that you're running away from something that you don't want to face. Like, you don't want to face this change. You don't want to face it, so you run away from it, right? It's too uncomfortable. It's too uncomfortable. So we run away from it. And we don't live at our, those are the things that don't let us work or be at our greatest potential. The potential that we know deep down inside of ourselves that we have to create something more abundant for ourselves, more powerful, more stable, more realistic, more secure. We hold ourselves back in those thoughts and we run away from it, not facing it head on, right? We need to be in more of this Queen of Wands energy, okay? Because that's what you guys are. You're great manifestors and you don't even realize it. But then once you do it and you create it inside your mind and you think more, you think about it, you get scared and you run away. If you keep doing that, this will stay the same. What other messages do we have for group 4? What other messages do we have for group 4? You guys don't know just how awesome you are, really. You guys don't know how awesome you are. You don't see your greatest potential. You don't see that you can do this on your own. You don't see that you're smart enough, that you're good enough. The universe will have your back. The High Priestess, she's protected. She's so connected and protected. The universe has you. Step out of your comfort zone, okay? Don't run away from it. Embrace it. Embrace the change. Accept it. Right? Baggage be gone. Get rid of that baggage. Leave it down there at the baggage claim, okay? Let it go. Let it go. You're moving on now. We're moving on up. You can't move up, right? If you keep running away from things, right? You can't move up if you don't step out and actually do and begin what it is that you're wanting and what it is that you've been dreaming about and striving for. You can dream all day long, right? But if you don't begin or if you don't step out, you got to be all in, you see. I'm all in. You can't just put one little toe outside, You can't just dip it down in there in the water, you see. Just like, and then come back. No, you got to go all in. Go all in. Big or go home, boys and girls. Because why? Look at what's out there for you. Right? Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. But all you gotta do is just you gotta let go, let it go, let go of the past, let go of all this baggage, this bullshit that people or yourselves have put your mindset into believing. Let it go. Okay? Make that move. Get it together, plan it out, right? Careful planning. Plan it all out. You may already have it all planned out, but you got to go all in. You got to do it, right? You actually got to start. You got to begin. You got to go. It's time. I'm connected. Did I not tell you that? You're connected. The High Priestess is highly connected to the universe. The universe has you. The universe has you. Okay? I am unbreakable. Forget all about all that bullshit that people say. Forget all about it. Let it go. You are good enough. You're smart enough. You're independent enough. Okay? You're unbreakable. Queen of Wands is unbreakable. She's a tough cookie. I am a creator. You're the creator of your own universe. You're the creator of your own life. Step out. Go all in. Create it for yourselves. Create that life for yourselves. It may be from the ground up, right? It might have to be from the ground up. It's always from the ground up. You may have to do it alone this time. You may have to do it in a different way this time. You may have to just do it all together from the start for my young people. It's scary. Scary world out there. But you can do it. You're strong enough, you're smart enough, you're powerful enough. All of these things. And I wish that I actually, this is like making me this is like an emotional reading, I don't know why. Because I wish that I could do an extended, I mean, I could go on for days actually as different scenarios that this could possibly be. But because there's so many of you in different scenarios, but you know, I do have an email that's in the description box, and if you guys want to book a free reading with me, we can get into this more, or we can start a new reading altogether, whatever you have a question about. But if you do want to get some more in-depth advice and more insight into your specific situation with this scenario, group number 4, with your specific scenario, then send me an email and we can set that up for a personal reading and delve into this more, because there are so many different ways this could go. But generally, this group, you guys don't see your greatest potential. So I'm gonna leave it right there, and you know, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.